anti-kratom people too. I think that would be super super fun. But until then, please feel free just to ask any questions that you want, and we'll get started. We will get started. Hi, Sarah. Welcome in. Where'd the drug counselor go? They never respond when I ask the very simple questions. No difference. We get patients that have done all three is worse than fake. That makes absolutely no sense. But if you said there's no difference and you're a drug and all counselor, then you should not be in that position. You should not be able to help people if you don't know the difference between the three very, very, very different things. Even the National Institute of Drug Abuse, the World Health Organization, the FDA, they all know the difference. So why don't you? What's up, Misty? How are you?
What's up, Jordan?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing on this fine Friday?
Oh, I'm doing good. Why is cat's claw being called kratom now? Well, so the cat's claw is just the Amazonian vine that's been used for wellness for, centuries. Those are not kratom. Now they are doing MGM 15.
Yeah, now they're still in the namesake of cat's claw.
No, I'm saying the withdrawals are the same, whether they're real stuff or fake stuff. So actually, according to Johns Hopkins and the National Institute of Drug Abuse, less than 10% of people experience physical dependency from natural leaf. It's typically mild to moderate, with a smaller subset being severe. When the World Health Organization studied kratom extensively, they do that based on an 8-factor analysis. One of those 8 factors is psychological and physical dependence. And the whole drug review, the drug dependence review of the World Health Organization said it did not meet the criteria for scheduling. So also, too, the FDA did an 8-factor analysis, does not meet the criteria for scheduling. Also, the DEA now twice said it does not meet the criteria for scheduling, and it's based on an 8-factor analysis. So, yeah, good try, though.
They're having withdrawals because they're abusing it. I'm not abusing it, and I don't have withdrawals.
It's just so stupid for anyone to say a product is bad because it can cause physical dependency. That means all antidepressants are bad. All the medications that you give in the drug treatment centers, those are all bad. It's like so ridiculous. What a stupid argument. But anyway, how are you doing, Misty? Chilling?
Mm-hmm. Doing great.
Can you explain to everyone what happened in North Dakota today?
Oh my gosh. Okay, for those of you that don't know, North Dakota they've done ban kratom because of 7-OH, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to have a special session that's going to be coming up on September 2nd. Mm-hmm. But what they did today was they had a kratom group meeting with legislators. There was no public testimony or anything like that. But those legislators that got up there and testified did their due diligence. They were phenomenal.
They were.
So you folks in North Dakota, you guys have hope. You guys have hope. Trust me. If you haven't watched the hearing, I posted part 1 and part 2 here on TikTok. So go watch the hearing.
Yeah. Well, they even the first representative that spoke, he's like, we already went over this. He's like, we voted 77-15 to not ban natural leaf. Why are we doing this again? And then the second lady was saying, like, her sister struggles so much with chronic pain. Why are you trying to take an option that like helps people? It's like ridiculous. It's like, this is government overreach and we're the government type of thing. So I thought that was really, really cool for them to actually have common sense.
Yes, and then there was another lady representative that received a phone call from one of her constituents who's scared to death. They have been using natural kratom for years for their PTSD, but they don't want to become a felon because their father-in-law is like in law enforcement or a cop or something like that. So he or she, I don't remember, but they threw away their kratom product, so now they're sitting back suffering until North Dakota legislature figures out what they're going to do. But after watching that hearing, after watching the meeting, it seems like they're going to regulate natural leaf and ban the 7-OH and the synthetics.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure that's what's going to happen too. And I think a lot of people don't understand that there are a lot of people in law enforcement that use natural kratom products. There's a lot. A lot. I in my personal life, I mean, not like personal, like I know them in person, but people I've met over the years, well over 100 people I've talked to that are sheriffs, judges, lawyers, attorneys that use the natural leaf for a various number of reasons.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of veterans too.
Got my first batch of
Oh, I
viewers
just
and
want
it's
to say,
great. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. So sorry, Jen. What's up?
I was just saying, hey.
Hi. Did
I
you
also
watch the
thought
whole
it was
hearing
pretty
too?
cool when that dude, they try to like bring the talk screen out on that one instance, and he like
Hmm.
pulled it up on his computer. The dude that was like quoting the McCurdy research and stuff.
The guy with the white
Hmm.
hair.
Had it, yeah,
Can you explain what happened? I didn't see that part.
So one of the grieving moms emailed
Hmm.
their talk screen to all the North Dakota legislator people, right?
Okay.
So not every legislator had saw it, but the guy with the white hair pulled it up on his computer and he read through it. And
Okay.
he absolutely said low sodium. And I knew which
yeah.
death they're talking about.
And I mean,
Uh-huh.
he was pretty much trying to put it in a nice way, you know, a nice way that it was almost impossible to, have a kratom only death.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. And like I said, he was, going over like McCurdy studies. And I'd have to say, probably the most knowledgeable person on the legislative side I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure you guys agree. I think every family deserves respect that actually thinks
Yeah.
that. But when you take it to a certain point, when it's been proven over and over and over not to be the case, and you're trying to take something away that helps people a tremendous amount, then you kind of start to go into the territory of, yes, I can have sympathy for you and your family losing a child, but I don't have sympathy for how you're handling things now, like, or not looking at the bigger picture. Like that's insane.
They're blinded
It's
by
Yeah.
grief. Blinded by
yeah,
grief.
Yeah. I mean,
exactly.
when
And
you're going around to public hearings and you're going on news stations and you're, you know, and again, they do deserve respect, but when your
of course.
adult child has multiple substances and it's clearly not that, then it's just, I mean, at that point, it's fair game as far as,
So
um,
wait, someone said, sorry, I just gotta take this real quick. You're basically arguing that yarts aren't ZA. So are you saying if I said 7OH isn't kratom, that's the same thing? Can you elaborate a little bit more? I'll be happy to disprove you, but if you can just elaborate a little bit more. Also too, when because I've actually talked to some of these families, and the one question they can never answer is, why has no one ever passed away from kratom in Southeast Asia? It's been used
Yeah.
1,000 years by millions of people.
mhm.
Yes, they do test. They're not savages. They know how to test for. They say like the most racist thing. Well, they're not capable of testing,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Are you serious? Like, come on,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Like they're so third world. They
yeah,
don't know how to, yeah.
they're in Asia. They're Asians are smart. Type of thing. So, that's one question they can never answer, ever, ever, ever. Yeah, it's weird. It's that's should prove everyone on this live. Please go right now. Go into Google and type in, "Has anyone ever died from kratom in Southeast Asia?" You see the answer is zero. There's never been one death. Never been one death.
And they question, they also say, like, why is it when it comes over across the border, why is it, a problem then?
Mm-hmm.
It's because Americans doing dumbass shit. They're mixing kratom with prescriptions or illicit substances. They're mixing it with alcohol. They have underlying health conditions because of, we're a bunch of fat ass fucks over here in America.
That's true.
What has the same side effects as meth? What in the world are you talking? I hope you're not talking about kratom.
What?
Yeah, you can't overdose from kratom. An overdose from kratom would be called the wobbles, where you get really, really dizzy and you throw up. That's like an overdose.
Exorcist puking.
Yeah, for sure. And also too, though, when it comes to the toxicology reports, a lot of these are misrepresented. They're misrepresented on news stations. I mean, you guys know how many times man dies of kratom. Turns out he was in a car crash, or the guy that was shot. There was a guy that got into a parachuting accident and had kratom in his system. It's like, dude, this is it's like COVID all over again.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yep.
really, really sad.
Yep.
OG Gramps, what's up?
Oh, hey, dude.
He got the wobbles today. Dude, okay.
Oh, that's
He's hilarious. I
I
love OG
know. I
Gramps.
freaking love him representing Ohio. If you get the wobbles, what has helped me out was eating burnt toast and slamming some water and then sitting down, and because the burntness of the toast will act like activated charcoal.
Someone said, is kratom addictive? It can cause physical dependency in some people. Yeah, it can. It's just not nearly as common
There's
as
a
with like
big
7-hydroxy.
difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a big difference between dependency and addiction, though. Like I take it for chronic pain, and it's like, you know, I'm for the rest of my life I will live with chronic pain. So I can either be dependent on an opioid, which I can no longer get because of the whole DA, you know, stupid stuff. But anyway, or I can be dependent on kratom, and I choose kratom.
And I think as we learned yesterday on the live too, people saying, oh, kratom almost took me out. Kratom's ruining my life. When I asked them one simple question, what's the product? Every single time they would say it was like Limitless or like a 7-hydroxy product, all those different types of things. And I think just people are very confused on what they're actually taking. Like when we're saying 7-OH is not kratom, we're talking about kratom, like the leaf itself, not these synthetics and semi-synthetic products. Those are, you cannot consider those kratom.
No. And I'm sick of hearing that shit too.
You just get tired when you don't take it. It's like caffeine withdrawal. For a lot of people, it is. For some people, it's worse than a caffeine withdrawal. I think, I know I said this before, but I think John Hopkins stated it perfectly. The majority of users, of natural kratom users, do not get withdrawals. If they do, it's typically mild to moderate, with a smaller subset being severe. That is the truth. Me, I would fall into the moderate category. I know lots of people, gosh, I'm sure even a lot of people on this live are going to say, oh, it's harder to stop caffeine than it was kratom. But then there's going to be people like myself who said, no, kratom's harder to stop than caffeine. But you have to look at like the majority of people, you know. But with 7-hydroxy, and I'm not saying 7-OH is bad just because it causes withdrawal. That's a stupid argument. But it's widespread severe withdrawal with 7-hydroxy. And that's one of the reasons it did meet the criteria for scheduling. You have the World Health Organization, FDA, DEA, all these organizations saying the natural leaf does not qualify, does not meet the criteria. 7-hydroxy does.
Douglas Doodle, we know that. We know that when we take our natural kratom, that it slowly converts into 7-OH. It is not the same conversion as taking a semi-synthetic 7-OH or synthetic.
Yeah.
Not the same process.
And also, kratom isn't in 7-hydroxy isn't in kratom itself. It's in dried kratom powder. That's a massive difference. To be in something, I'm going to talk about biology for a second. That would be metragynine, speciogynin, crinanthidyne. These are alkaloids that are natural to the plant during its natural growth cycle. 7-hydroxy forms in microscopic amounts post-harvest. That is very, very different. And the amount of 7-hydroxy available in dried kratom powder has no pharmacological value whatsoever. That is much different than an 80 milligram 7-hydroxy pill that has over 5,000 times the amount of 7-hydroxy, that is only attaching opioid receptors with a binding affinity 40 to 50 times greater than metragynine does. Natural kratom leaf affects multiple different parts of the brain, has a very low binding affinity. These semi-synthetic products, 7-hydroxy products, have a completely different pharmacology. So if anyone says that 7-OH is natural to kratom, doesn't even understand the basics. It's natural to kratom powder, but that's different than a fresh kratom leaf. That's kratom. You're talking about chemistry. I'm talking about biology. Two very, very, very different things.
Jen from Wildcraft wants to join up.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jen.
How's it going?
Going all right. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there.
Hope you're doing good.
Yeah. River is cutting a tooth, so I think he's screamed like 98% of the day, but.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
You were smart. Sorry, I felt like I'm like missing someone's comment.
I saw somebody say that they were they did an SR reset. Who was that? To get off 7-OH. I was wondering if they could say a little bit more about their experience, because it is fascinating. I know nothing about SR 17 or whatever it is.
All I know is that it's helped a lot of people. That's the
Yeah, that's
extent
all
of
I
my
know, too.
knowledge.
Yeah.
But there's good and bad in everything, though. You know, like I was like doing a lot of videos about SR. Well, not like a lot, but maybe like 2 or 3. So that's the opposite of a lot. I did some videos on SR where I just saw so many people being successful, and then some people kind of had to pump my brakes and like, Jordan, there's no human data. Like, you're just, you know, yes, there is people being successful, but there's also no human trials. And I was like, okay, but sometimes you don't need human trials to like notice something's working for people too. So I get both sides of the argument, but there's lots of data on natural kratom.
Well, they
So
say the
this
same
person
thing
is
about
saying-
7OH.
He's saying that he was able to get off of it in 3 days. He just said he would come up to talk about it. I don't know if we can add him on if we want to. I can't tell what his name is though. It just shows his picture.
Lena. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. What state are you in?
Oh,
Well, I don't know, that rough city boy or whatever he was saying. Obviously has never dealt with chronic pain, but I totally feel your pain. I mean, when you're in pain every single day and the doctors don't give a shit, you know.
But
Oh.
SR is it's about to be scheduled too.
Okay.
There's
Yeah. in
tianeptine.
California.
Tianeptine's going to be scheduled. 7OH, metragenine pseudodoxil, MGM15, MGM16, and SR17. Those are all about to be scheduled.
yeah.
Hey, Tamara, can you please tell us the name of the product you were taking, like the company, what, like the actual product name? It's Kratom's not banned in California, no. I'm in California. I'm a vendor in California.
Yeah.
There's some places. There's some places that it's some places in California, but overall, no. The majority of the state actually voted to regulate the natural leaf.
Actually, speaking of, did LA ban or no? I think I got so confused about LA.
Shit,
Off
I
the
don't
top of your
remember.
head.
No, they didn't.
They did not, because I definitely have it blocked on my website, and I keep getting emails, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm going to look into it, and then I never look into it because
No, so
Just make sure that you're getting actual kratom powder, though, Lena. Don't go down. If you go to a smoke shop or something, don't fall for this is kratom, and it's a pill.
So MGM15 and 16, those are synthetics. Those are not kratom. Kratom is a leaf, and it contains over 50 different naturally occurring alkaloids. A lot of these products at the smoke shop, they'll say kratom extract, but they're not. They're literally made by chemical conversion. So 7-hydroxy is what you call a semi-synthetic, because you start off with like a metragenine extract. Metragenine is like the main alkaloid in kratom, but when you isolate metragenine, that is no longer kratom, just like when you isolate caffeine, that's no longer coffee. However, what they do is they, like, imagine you go to Starbucks, you ask for coffee, they hand you a caffeine pill. You'd be like, oh, no, this isn't coffee. But then that barista sprinkles pool chemicals, like the stuff to shock your pool, that chemically converts it into something else. That's exactly what 7-hydroxy is. And they put like the 7-hydroxy products on the market. And they'll put kratom extract. There's like, it's not an extract. An extract has to come from the leaf itself, not a chemical conversion. But MGM15 and 16 are fully synthetic.
Becca, Jordan, his company is New Hope Botanicals. My company is Wildcraft Herb Company, and there's a lot of great vendors out there. Just make sure that you look at the COAs, the Certificate of Analysis, before you purchase anything.
My friend was on kratom and was fine. My friend was on 7OH. It was awful and almost ruined his life. So I'm gonna I'll talk last because I feel like I'm talking way too much. If you guys could go off of that comment, all you guys, I think that'd be that's a really good comment.
All I can say is that person's experience is not unique. It is what we read over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And
Go ahead.
I think it's one of those things that, yes, I do think it probably has helped many pain patients. But the thing with 7OH, I think it triggers that desire to get high because it's doing something more than what kratom. And I've seen Misty say this a million times. What do you say? You're like, kratom is an exit substance where 7OH is an entrance substance because it's so powerful. And if you're not, a chronic pain patient that has no other, I don't know, even then I'm fried, guys. Sorry.
Tracy, you take 7OH and you take it with your pain meds?
How?
That's wow. Wow.
As a 7+ year Kratom user who switched to 7.0 last year, it's not the same thing. I'm glad I'm white knuckling. Best of luck to you, Adam. My biggest complaint against 70H is that they lied. They lied to millions and millions and millions of people, and they ruined all the years of advocacy that we all put in as Kratom consumers. It was like wiped away. We were doing great with, I mean, I would never say great, but much better with public perception. You know, so many states were passing the Kratom Consumer Protection Act, and it's like, out of nowhere, 708 just came and like freaking jizzed on everything, and now it's like just horrible. It's like it's made things so much harder for us. And as someone who's in the industry, it's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's very, 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 very unfortunate. But then people stick up for the industry. Not that they use them as human guinea pigs. That didn't matter. Didn't matter that they lied to everyone. It's very unfortunate.
Not only did they lie, they did not even use them millions or billions of dollars to produce scientific data. They did nothing. They just collected that moolah, and now they're going to dip out and run and go have vacations in Mexico, probably on yachts.
Yeah. Domi, no, mitragine tablets or mitragynine, however you want to say it. It does not. That is not 7-OH. So those are extract tablets, depending on where you're getting them from. They might have a slight higher concentration of 7-OH. The AKA says you want to stay under 2%. I'm a little stricter on that. I would like to see like more like 0.5 or 1%. But yeah, I guess I would look at the, again, certificate of analysis of these mitragine tablets to see what the actual, you know, is it a full spectrum? Is it just mitragynine? What is it saying it is?
I see Laura in the chat. She says we really are needing New York, Florida, California, and North Dakota advocates.
Ugh.
Yep.
What do y'all say to this comment here? Kratom and Seven should meet and unite and work through the issues at hand. I say,
get the fuck out of here.
And I refuse to fight for Seven.
That's what I say.
What do you say?
I will never fight for something that has lost access to Kratom for hundreds of thousands of people. People lost access to natural Kratom leaf in Kansas because of 7-hydroxy. They've lost it in numerous other not states, but like cities and counties across the country, all because of 7-hydroxy. So I'm not going to fight for something that it has been the downfall of a leaf that has helped millions of people. Not going to do it. I can respect you in doing it though, but I would hope that you could respect my decision to say hell no.
Visionary.
Absolutely.
The whole Kratom leaf absolutely can help with getting off opiates or opiate addiction. I don't know if Misty, you want to talk directly to them.
Yeah, I was an opiate addict for 11 years straight, and I found Kratom in June of 2019, and I haven't been back to pain management in over 7 years.
It's amazing.
My addiction started from legal prescriptions. You know, I had that legal safe supply, which is why I'm pretty sure I'm not dead today, you know, but I was on my way to doing heroin before I found Kratom. Whole leaf Kratom.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I was a doctor-induced pain pill addict for a long time, but the thing I didn't know about Kratom back then, so I got off of that. I white knuckled it and cold turkey it the first time. I ended up relapsing back into it because I wasn't really ready, and then I had to go into rehab, and I actually did Suboxone. I did Suboxone for a short period of time. I remember my first day out of rehab was my first day of yoga. That was back in 2008. And then I had several emergency surgeries after that. And I was just in so much pain, but I refused. I was like, get those fucking things away from me. I would not take them. I was so stubborn. I was like, it was ridiculous about it, but I was in so much pain. And then come, you know, Dylan and his herbalism, and I found Kratom, and it was so helpful because it didn't do any, to me, it didn't have any negative side effects. I have not seen one negative side effect from it personally.
7-OH is hard to stop. It can't. A lot of people say that. Yeah, I was a severe heroin addict for a long time, going in and out of treatment, getting in trouble with the cops and all that stuff. And I overdosed twice in 1 week, and then I got into a low speed chase with the cops. I know, didn't go over 35, and I used my blinker, but I still fled from the cops for like an hour, held at gunpoint, all that type of stuff, and they let me go. And I remember basically like overdosing and waking up in the hospital. Hearing my mom crying. Then I looked up natural ways to beat addiction, and that was 14 years ago. So we all have our own story of like how we all got here, but kratom is a plant that affects many different people from all walks of life. You know, some of my very close friends are people you would never think. You know, it's a lady in her 70s uses the plant for chronic pain, and you know, me, former heroin addict. It's just cool how the plant can bring people together.
Joshua, yes, kratom is still legal in Georgia.
Yeah.
Rick Town-
Keith said to say hi, Jordan, in my comments.
Hi.
He said hi.
Hi, Keith. How are you? Thank you guys. You guys are amazing in information to the public and truth. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind. All the ladies on my panel. So I'll just introduce everyone again. At the top is Jen. She's the owner of Wildcraft Herb Company. They're an amazing tea company. Her and Dylan are probably are one of my favorite people in the industry. They have a great company, great quality products. And then we have Jen, who is one of the queens of kratom advocacy. She does so much. She's a chronic pain patient, and kratom really helped her. Then we have Misty, who's also the queen of kratom advocacy. What a lot of people don't understand is like when I talk bad about 7-OH, it's not really about like the product itself. It's more of what it's done to kratom. Before 7-OH came on the market, they had to testify in roughly 15 to 20 hearings per year to keep the leaf legal. Last year, they had to do 300. I did 60. They literally did 300. That is a 14 to 1900% increase because of 7-hydroxy. And a lot of people always say, "Oh, people should have the right to choose." I get that. I get that argument, but you also don't live in reality and seeing what your quote unquote right has been doing to everyone else. And that's where you kind of lose me, you know?
Where you lose me is when you advocate. You know, whenever you associate, or advocate for anything regarding 7-OH, you are responsible for taking down what's saving me. And I don't appreciate that shit at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful. Somebody said, why wouldn't my doctor tell me about it? Doctors, unfortunately, it's like any herbal product, anything that's quote unregulated, any supplement, they're never going to tell you to take. You know, even a doctor won't tell you, oh, take vitamin C, go take some vitamin D. Like they're never going to tell you any supplementation is better than what they are recommending. That's just not in their wheelhouse unless you get a unicorn. So a doctor's never going to do this. And most of them are actually directed to specifically tell you not to take it because it is unregulated. But again, no supplement is regulated.
It's
one of the things
you'll no longer be a patient ID for them.
Yeah, well, and they don't. It's liability as well because it's not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not uniform. Like if you take 2.5 grams one day and you take 2.5 grams the next day, the alkaloid content in those 2.5 grams can vary. It might not vary very much, but it can vary enough where it's not uniform. And for them, anything that's not standardized is bad. So no doctor, unfortunately. I mean, there are doctors out there. There are unicorns. I know a couple of people that have unicorn doctors, but I also know a lot of doctors that don't support it at all. I have a friend who has fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, and she uses kratom regularly, and both her therapist and her doctor both want her off of it, but aren't willing to help her with her pain. None of them are asking her what she's doing for pain.
They need to fire that doctor.
That's what I said. But she said that because of her rheumatoid arthritis medication that she does get, that keeps it under flare, she says she's just afraid to have to start over again. Then it's just the whole story. There's actually way more to it, and I was like, you need to report them. But Yeah, so unfortunately, a doctor will never tell you. And then back up in the comments, I'm not sure who said it. Somebody asked, why does everybody think kratom is bad? There is a huge political media smear campaign against it right now. It's, if you want to put on my little tin hat for a second, it's the Suboxone industry. They want everybody on Suboxone, big pharmaceutical, anything that can get people off of prescription medication is a threat to them. It's a threat to their cash cow. And so there is a huge, huge push.
Well, that and the whole fact that 7-OH came on the market marketing as a kratom product, and people attributing all their issues to kratom. You know, Poison Control Center calls are up, ER visits, rehab facilities. You know, I mean, and the media. I mean, people thought it was kratom. The media thinks it's kratom. So, like, that is even extra fuel.
Yeah.
So many people, even in our chats, think they're taking kratom, but they're not.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very confusing. And when it comes to doctors, I mean, we have a few doctors that are clients, and there are doctors out there. I think a lot of them doctors, though, they just go off of what the FDA used to say. Now the FDA has radically shifted, and on their position on natural kratom, you go back to, gosh, a couple years ago, you know, Scott Gottlieb, who said kratom was fueling the opioid crisis. It's terrible. And then you had the head of HHS, Admiral Dr. Brett Roy, saying like, whoa, no, like lots of people are using kratom, and Dr. Admiral Brett Roy was supposed to schedule kratom. And at first he was like, yeah, but then he had to do a review. He looked at all the studies available, and by the end of it, he said, no, the biggest public health threat that kratom posed was if it were to be banned. So, and then you have Dr. Nora Volkow, who is the head of the National Institute of Drug Abuse. You know, she was the keynote speaker at the 5th ever International Kratom Symposium. You have Dr. Christopher McCurdy. You have so many doctors that have put their life's work into studying kratom that I think eventually is going to bleed out into like the general practitioners, if that makes sense, you know. But for now, you know, it's so funny when like you go online, it says Mayo Clinic, kratom is unsafe and ineffective. Well, how much money have they spent on kratom research? The Mayo Clinic, how much? $0. Then you have the National Institute of Drug Abuse, who spent over $100 million saying something completely different, you know.
What state? Oh man, these comments are flying by. Love the name AK-47. What state are you in?
So Tin Green, is there a good source to find out about current and future legal status of kratom and kratom derived? So if you want to stay up to date or use your voice, Laura at plantsandherbals.org, right, Misty?
No. Laura Romney at gmail.com.
Oh, that one. Okay. She has, you can tell her what state you're in and where you are, and she's very good at keeping everybody updated about what's going on, how you can help, and all of that. And outside of that, I mean, you can reach out to pretty much any one of us and we kind of know what's happening.
AK-47, it's not illegal in Minnesota. Kratom is not illegal in Minnesota. They did an age gate.
Yeah,
so
21
it's not
and
illegal
over.
there.
And North Dakota will get reversed.
Yes. I keep saying this. If you guys have not watched that hearing from this morning, that meeting, not hearing, damn it, Misty. It was a meeting of the legislator minds, you know, and it went phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah. Where's your mods at, Jordan?
I don't know. I forgot I had mods. Why?
Because they could pin Laura's email address so that it could be whenever someone comes in, they see it right then and there on the top.
Hey, if you guys want to be my mod, yeah, come on, let's do it. I know some people did it yesterday, but I'm not sure if they're on right now.
I think Mel, wasn't Mel one of them? She was on.
Mel and Kel could have been.
Yeah. That would be awesome if.
Mel,
what do you
write
want them
down
to
Laura's email address and then pin the comment. So it's Laura Romney at gmail.com. So you guys need to email your name, city, and state to Laura.
Join the fight.
Bunny.
And the person who said they wanted to do an online order, Jordan, what's your website?
newhopebotanicals.com, and then you have Wildcraft, which is Jen's
Yeah.
there. I don't know their
It's
what's their website?
wildcraftherbcompany.com.
Yeah.
And I'm just an advocate. I don't promote vendors. I'm just here for the advocacy.
Oh, Philly Kratom's here too. They're awesome. You guys want to come up? They're a great vendor too. I don't recommend that many other companies because like I don't really trust that many other companies, but all the ones I'll always recommend Wildcraft, Philly, Odie's, like Christopher's, and like Todd's company too. But he's more like only extracts though. Mint Wellness, they're like I don't think they do normal powder.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Let's see if Philly came up. Hold on 1 second. I don't see
Julie wants
Philly.
to know if she can come on the live. Who is she?
I don't know.
Sure. Was it Julie with the rainbow?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll invite her. No problem. Is 7OH bad though? It's good to see the advocate for kratom, but I'm gonna lie, I enjoy the 7OH. So for most people, they struggle with 7OH. There are some people who say they benefit from it, but the majority are really struggling. Against my argument will always be against 7OH is that they lied to people about what it is, and it got natural kratom leaf into a lot of issues. Hi, Julie.
Can you hear me
We
now?
can't hear
on
you.
mute.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Cool. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm tired.
You successfully used SR, correct?
Yes, I did.
Melly Mel, pin my comment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
Sorry,
promote
Julie.
OR Reset a little bit. They said that they're just not taking orders. They said they're going to stop taking orders next Friday. So,
Okay. Can you tell everyone about your journey a little bit? Why?
yeah. So, I had gotten on 7OH back at like the end of December, beginning of January, because I couldn't get into a pain management doctor because they said I'm too young. I'm 24 and I have chronic pain and such. So I was like, okay, well then that sucks. So, saw the comment. So I was talking to a friend one time and she said that I could take 7OH. It helps her with her pain, her sleep. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll try it. And then I got hooked on it. Didn't even really understand what was wrong with it for a while there. And it had like the opposite effect on me. It was making me sleepy. And I take antidepressants and such, and I just now realized, like, I just now found out that people were taking it because it helped them have energy and go throughout their day. And I didn't know that because it was putting me to sleep at night. Like, I was taking it as a sleep aid. So I was like, what? So I was on that for like 5 months. I didn't think it was a bad thing. For a long time, I was just taking it like I was taking my meds. I thought it was just a typical medication, you know? And then I was trying it and I was like, oh shit, like this is like gas station heroin. And I was like, dang. So I was talking to my family, and as time went on, they're like, yeah, that's not good. And then my cousin told me, he's like, what? You're on 7OH? And I'm like, yeah, what's so wrong with it? And they're like, that's terrible. So I eventually, at the beginning of May, I had went inpatient to a doctor, to a mental hospital, and that didn't help. I stayed for like 3 days and I detoxed. But then when I got out and I got released, I was still like detoxing. So I immediately relapsed. That's that day that I got out.
That's how I came across you and your journey.
Huh?
That's how I came across you and your journey. I saw your video about getting out of the psych hospital.
Yeah.
I'm curious what they did for you. Did they do anything for you? Did they prescribe anything for you? They just made you suffer.
I was just in my cell room, like just in bed for 3 days straight, no comfort meds, nothing, just withdrawing.
Ugh.
And
So sorry.
like they were trying to put me on Suboxone, and I was like, absolutely not. I don't want to go on that.
Good for you.
My family was like, no, I'm good. We're good on helping her with that. We're not going to do that for her. So I got out, immediately relapsed. I have high risk for seizures, and I literally looked like I was about to seize out when I got out. because I was still withdrawing. And when I went to the vape shop to get more, they were like, "Dang, girl, you look like you're about to seize out. Are you good?" My pupils were huge, and eventually I was just on it and on it. And then the day before my birthday, on May 29th, I started the SR17. And I tell people in my audience, I'm like, if you taper down from 7OH too fast, you're gonna have withdrawal symptoms even with SR17. And that was me. So like I was making daily updates on like my SR17 journey morning and night. And the first 3 days, since I was basically taking none when I first started SR17, it literally, I was already having withdrawal symptoms, even though I was taking it. It was like back and forth. So, but after that, after like day 3, I felt great, and I had no pain, nothing. I was basically normal. I was just functioning normally. Like I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I felt like amazing. Like I was so happy. I was back to normal. And then when I came off of SR17 after day 10, the only symptoms I had from taking SR17 was mild sweating for like less than 2 days. And then now I'm sober for over 2 months.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And oh, sorry. Go. I'm sorry.
no,
I cut
it's
you off.
okay. My grandparents were like, we shouldn't put her on Suboxone. It's just trading one substance for another.
100%.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I should do that either. So, yeah.
I think everyone's going to trade something though. Like, it's if whether or not what you're trading to is like improving your life or disproving your life. You know, a lot of people in the recovery, like, oh, you just traded one thing for another, and it's like, well, you traded your substance for 4 meetings a day for the rest of your life. So like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
You know, like it's all about whether a substance can improve your life. In your situation, not the best route. But congratulations on using SR though.
Because I don't have a history of substance abuse. I never done anything in my life.
I remember,
my family.
I remember seeing one of your videos, and I remember commenting, talking about you were high. You were high as hell.
Oh,
yeah. You were like, you reminded me.
I do remember that. Okay.
Yes, you reminded me when I was on Oxy. You know, and it's like,
God.
I am so glad to see you live right now. You are alive and breathing and not slurring your words.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like literally laying in bed.
Yeah, you were on that 7-0.
Bad.
I was like, man.
It was so bad.
And a lot of the people too, they'll say like, you know, what's the difference between 7OH and Kratom? So for the past, I want to say like 4 years, like 8 hours of my day is literally spent helping people get off of 7-hydroxy. It's like pretty much what I do full time. And a lot of the people, like when they get started, like they're just like sad and they're depressed and they look just tired. I'm not going to say they look like they're on the street, you know, people doing fentanyl or anything like that, but just their whole aura. And then once they're back onto like natural Kratom, you know, pretty soon they're like, I feel like myself again. Like you can just see like they look better. Not to say they looked terrible before, but maybe it's just more their energy, you know. They're just like, I feel like myself again. And that's actually the number one message I get is like, I was doing great on natural Kratom leaf for so many years. The smoke shop gave me a free sample. Now I feel like my life is out of control. And it's just, I'm glad you're able to stop.
Yeah. And my friend who had introduced me to 7OH, not Kratom, because I actually had taken Kratom for a short period before I had started 7OH, and I was like, I'm good on this. Let's just go straight to the big stuff. I didn't think it was bad. So I was just taking it. And the thing was, I only took a max of 60 milligrams of 7OH a day on like a day that I was going on a bender. And people are like, I'm on way more than that. That's nothing. And I'm like, but to me, that's a lot. Because I'm on like antidepressants and it's got like a bad reaction to me. But my friend was telling me, drink grapefruit juice. It'll make it stronger for you. So, of course, I did that. And it made me so much more high. Because, like, it would, like, help the kratom or the 7-OH to, like, sink in more. And it doesn't, like, kind of metabolize fast. And it hits you fast and, like, hard. It's not good to do that. And I kind of stopped talking to her when she told me that. I was like, you're the reason that I did that. But also I wasn't blaming her fully because like I did that to myself as well. But it's crazy.
But again, like I've helped people off as high as 3,000 milligrams, and I've helped people off as low as like 10 milligrams. The thing is, like 7-OH binds incredibly tightly to opioid receptors. So even like a very, very low dose, it's still like 60 milligrams is still a lot, you know, even though in comparison, it's not. It's just the binding affinity is incredibly powerful for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody asked earlier that got overlooked is metragenine metabolizing into 7-OH in the body. I just wanted to talk about that a little. It's just different. There's the alkaloid composition, the symphony of nature that they kind of all work together. Whereas semi-synthetic 7-OH is a very strong situation, and your body's not naturally metabolizing. It's a very small amount that your body metabolizes. So it does happen that way, but I don't know if anybody else wants to touch on that. I feel like
it's over a longer period of time. Like it's a gradual thing. And you know, when you take a 7-OH product, it's just hitting your liver all at once. It's all at one time. Yeah. So it's different.
Y'all want to know something crazy? So when I stopped taking 7-OH, I actually went to my primary and got like my liver and my kidneys checked. And my liver and kidneys were kind of shot a little bit. And I was only on it for 6 months, and I was taking way less than most people. So I guess it just goes to show that my body is so weak and like so sensitive to that product.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like there's compounds in there that we don't know what they are, and there's also, depending on where they're coming from, there could be anything in that. You know, I mean,
I was taking
you can't really rely on those lab tests.
I was taking the Opia brand, and I had made like a deep dive on that product, and it was pinned to my profile. And I got so many comments like, you shouldn't use AI to decipher the information, but like I did, but like I didn't really understand it any other way. So AI makes it easy for me to understand. So like, why not?
The American Kratom Association tested a couple of Opia products.
Yeah, and it was bad.
And what it says on the label is not what's in that product.
No, and the other alkaloids is actually chemicals.
Yeah, Philly just said pool shock can't be good for your liver. Ugh.
Yeah. When I went to the University of Florida to interview Dr. Christopher McCurdy and the other scientists there, like that was the main thing they harped on. And people were like, well, I have the lab report from the 7-OH people. It's like, that means nothing. Lab reports can be faked. Like it's very, very easy to do that stuff. Whenever we get new customers, it's like, here's lab report, feel free to call them, you know, actually call the lab to like verify it's real. But we were talking like off camera. He's like, you know, you can't, these lab reports aren't going to identify unknown substances of science. He's like, you have to have a mass spectrometer. He's like, this thing costs like $500,000. You know, these pills aren't just 7-hydroxy. There's multiple unknown substances to science in them. Also, too, which even gets me more infuriated, is now there's so many products at the smoke shop that are just labeled metragenine, that are synthetics and semi-synthetics. Like, it's crazy. Like, these people do not care about people. It's all about money. Everything's 100% about money. People say, oh, you talk bad about 7-OH because, you know, you're not in the industry. You sell natural kratom. It's like, I sell natural kratom because I know that it helps people. And if I only cared about money, I would have started selling 7-OH. I had every opportunity, pretty much every major brand, 7-Ohms, Lucky Sevens, freaking Overseas Organics, they all reached out to me to like sell their products. And no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
There's just so many things about 7-OH, the industry, like it's just all so deceptive.
Did I tell y'all that when I went into, oh, so sorry. When
no,
I
go.
went to the mental hospital, I was telling one of the morning nurses, I was like, yeah, I came in here for 7-OH addiction. She's like, dang, I didn't think that was bad. My son helps manufacture it. One of the freaking nurses told me that. She's like, you shouldn't be in here for that. That's not addictive. The hell?
Wow.
I was like, bitch, you're crazy.
Her son probably bought her a brand new car too.
Yeah, and also I was gonna tell y'all, when I had relapsed after I got out, I went to the vape shop and they had samples of this product that was 10 times stronger than 7-OH, and they were marketing that.
Ugh,
It
that's
was
the
like
thing.
pseudo. It was like pseudo
Oh,
with other
pseudo.
stuff in it, and it was like it had very little 7-OH in it, but it was like stronger. I had gotten samples. I never tried it. I was so scared to.
They just
'Cause it
keep
was
molesting.
strong.
I will forever keep saying this. They keep molesting the molecules. They keep.
Yeah.
I will say this too. They keep raping the plants.
I love that you say it. It's the molested molecule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Crazy.
You're so funny.
Yeah, it's just the lying and not being like forthright for people. It's like even the labeling, well, they'll say kratom extract. It's not an extract, you know. It's not an extract. Even that is like a massive lie. And there are class action lawsuits right now on 7-OH companies. I'm not telling everyone to go sue them or any means. That's none of my business. But there are people that have got mad enough that there are big class action lawsuits right now. And I think maybe because I've been in the industry so long, I know the people that kind of went over to the 7-OH. All the good guys stayed with natural kratom. You know, all the people I didn't have that much respect for all went to 7-OH. So it's a character thing.
Yes, I'm so sorry for cutting you off.
No problem.
I had used natural. I kind of use natural kratom here and there. I ordered from this website called Super Speciosa. I don't know if y'all have heard of that.
Yeah, I have.
Is it a bad website?
No.
I don't think it is. I had gotten like red kratom powder, and then I had like green Mangdaw tea bags.
So what I will say about Super Speciosa, they have an amazing facility. Their lab testing is incredible. They are a big bulk vendor. So it's not
the quality. The
quality is it's big cargo. It's not small batch by any means, but their facility is GMP and they're very meticulous with all of that.
I do know that that's the product that they use for the FDA ascending dose study.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh wow.
what a lot of people don't realize too is that there's different levels of vendors online and in the smoke shop. So like all the big smoke shop brands, that's what you would consider a bulk vendor, meaning like they're just importing massive amounts. It doesn't really matter about the quality. This is all like mass produced plantation kratom. It's very easy to harvest. It's very cheap. It's just to put as many leaves in the bag as possible. You also can get that online. You get these bulk vendors selling kilos ridiculously cheap, but it's not good quality. Then you have like a mainstream vendor, which is like a little bit better quality than the bulk vendors. But then you have small batch vendors where they like Wildcraft or myself who import smaller amounts on purpose, but to make sure that it came from a tree that's over a certain amount of years. The leaves are certain age. It's much different. Like a lot of people think, well, kratom is kratom. It's not. It can be vastly different. Like Bud Light and microbreweries both produce beer, but they're very, very different things. You know?
We actually just found a new farmer, which I'm very excited about. She's so sweet, and they have a very small family farm, and the trees have been untouched for years, and she very literally could only harvest 40 kilos. So like we have one tiny little small batch of 40 kilos that we're gonna release tomorrow. So that's like how small it can be. It's just, like fresh off the trees, and it's fresh in your cup, a few months later. We're not talking 5 years down the road because it's been sitting in a warehouse for God knows how long, which is a lot of the cargoes, unfortunately.
Did y'all see Alyssa's comment?
Alyssa, I am so sorry.
What happened? My gosh.
I'm sorry.
That is so sad. I just said that, and then the girl at the bottom was like, I don't know your name. What is your name?
Misty. Just call me Misty.
Bish.
The T-Bish. What's your name? Misty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that's so sad, and then you were like, oh my gosh, right after me.
Man,
I'm very
so
sorry.
glad.
Hold on, I missed it. I'm looking at the comments. What are we saying is sad?
She said that she lost somebody to
Her brother from
pseudo.
Pseudodoxil.
Oh my god.
Yeah, last Friday, I believe is what she said.
God damn it.
Yeah. And also too, when it comes, I'm really, really sorry about your brother. When people say, like, oh, 7-OH and kratom, pseudodoxil, these are all the same things. One of the biggest differences, and again, I'm sorry, I don't mean to like use your family as an example. Natural kratom leaf has been proven time and time again to not cause respiratory depression. It doesn't activate the arrest into beta pathway, which is what causes respiratory depression. 7-hydroxy, pseudodoxil, they've all been proven that they can.
Is respiratory depression where like you can't really breathe well, and like when you swallow, it's like you can't swallow right?
Yeah.
I had that
that's the start of
nonstop.
trouble breathing. Yeah.
I had that nonstop. I almost OD'd on 7-OH. My grandma came in my room with Narcan. She was so scared for me. She was
Narcan
like,
does work on 7-OH. It
Not on
won't work
natural
on
kratom.
kratom.
she was sitting next to my bedside and she was crying. She was so sad. And
He stopped breathing in his sleep. I'm so sorry, Alyssa.
That's so sad.
So awful.
This shit is crazy, man. I can't believe what's going
I
on.
will say, somebody asked about probation and if they test for kratom. A lot of places do, and you can't. They have to have a specific test for a urine analysis, but yeah they can absolutely.
I heard that 7-OH
for it.
was coming up on. Oh my gosh, I'm so rude. I heard this.
We do it all the time.
I heard that 7-OH was coming up on drug tests is like fent and opioids itself. Like coming up with different things.
It can. I mean, things can cause false positives. Like when my grandma, who passed away, when she was in the hospital, they sent like a wellness check to our house because she tested positive for fentanyl, and they're like all these different things, and they were like, no, there's no fentanyl here. But then they did some more research.
Some of those tests are kind of
well, because Benadryl can pop as like fentanyl. It can create a false positive, and she was doing Benadryl.
And poppy seeds do something like that too, like an opioid, right? Like if you put like poppy seeds in a salad, it'll come up as something.
So I'm big in the birth world, and there was a nurse that said, if you don't want to be held longer, make sure you don't have a poppy seed bagel before you go into the hospital to give birth. And I just thought it was so absolutely ridiculous, traumatizing a new mother that just gave birth because she had a poppy seed friggin' bagel. I was like, this is 100% why I will birth at home every single time. But
like water birth?
Yes, I birthed both my babies in a pool in my house.
I couldn't do that.
That's what my wife did.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I love
I'd be
that.
crying and screaming bloody murder.
Yeah. My wife did all the natural home births. I paid our what's it called, midwife and kratom. It was great. Yeah, it was like a trade. It was just it was so awesome.
My baby cousin, she had her baby when she was 19. She was a lot younger than me. She's the first grandchild to have a kid. But she was like, she had birth at a hospital, and she's like, give me that damn epidural. I ain't doing this shit. He's like, I can't do this.
I think it's a little bit different when you're at home. Like when you're at a hospital with all these strangers.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Aldi.
Everything bagels. Yeah, when you said poppy seed bagel, I thought about everything bagels. Is that what you meant?
They have those on it. Yeah. But so hold on. I thought I missed something. Oh, someone's asking for good vendors. There's a lot of good vendors. Wildcraft, they're great. You have Philly Kratom, Taunton Bay Kratom, Laughing Lions, Christopher's Botanicals, I own New Hope Botanicals. Am I missing any? Odie's Botanicals. Those are all people that have like really good quality kratom. Authentic Kratom is good too. Those are all people I feel like they're in it for like the right reasons and have good product.
So Happy Hippo, they do a lot of advocating, and anytime I deal with them, they're really sweet, but they're again a big cargo brand.
They also give free samples, right?
They sure do.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Remarkable
Go to
Herbs is
Super
not
Spicy Ocean.
good. Yeah,
No,
not
it's
good.
absolute
Remar-
garbage.
Crave, Clarity, all those brands. No, it's
They're
waste
just
of
smoke
money.
shop brands.
Yeah,
know what
Soap
it is?
Corner's
You know what
good.
I-
Sorry, Soap Corner is good.
I was gonna ask a question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you have any like book recommendations to like learn more about whole leaf kratom? Because I'll go on. I'm a
Jordan
big
wrote
book
one.
person.
Jordan
Yep,
wrote one.
Jordan wrote one.
Happens
Really?
You're talking to an author here.
I
Yeah, I
love
can send it
reading
to you.
books. I'm a big book person. I've read like 50 books this year so far.
Sure. Yeah. I'll send you it. Paperbacks will be available in like 3 weeks from now.
Do you have an
But
ebook
all,
that I can read?
yeah, all the digital is it's yeah. I
Do you
can
have it
send
on
it to you.
Kindle Unlimited? Maybe is it on a Kindle? Did you do direct publishing?
So no, not yet, but it's all through like PDF, like download type of stuff. So
Oh, okay.
I think you'll like it a lot.
Could you send it to me and I'll review it on my TikTok and I can promote it for you?
Sure. Yeah. No problem
Like
whatsoever.
a little exchange.
I don't need. You don't need
Okay.
that. Yeah,
I just
it's
hit
okay.
10K.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
totally
I'm so
getting the
happy.
paperback when it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get that too.
Oh,
But I just
yeah.
hit
Thank you.
10K.
10K followers. Good job.
Congratulations.
crazy.
I'm at a whopping I'm still under 700, so I'm.
Well, girl, you got this. I got on those like train as like follow train lives.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
God.
I'm scared of those because I'm in the kratom industry, and when you find anti people, they are so mean and
Yeah.
vindictive and cruel that
Relentless, yeah.
I'm kind of hiding myself. So if like you want to find me, I'm here, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to go out there.
That's how I did most of it, and then like I hadn't started posting about this stuff until the end of April, beginning of May. And when I started posting about this, I discovered a whole different side of the interweb. I'm like, wow, there's so many people that are talking about this, and I feel like I got in on ground level because not many people were talking about it then. Now people are talking about it all the time. But I don't know. I feel very grateful that I was able to get in on ground level and talk to the people that are like that have a lot more followers than me, like you guys, and like you're a lot more knowledgeable than me. It's like good to learn from you guys as well. Kind of bounce ideas off of one another.
Yeah, we're super happy to have you.
And
I'm
there's
just gonna
another person that I saw. I can't remember his name, but he's got like brown hair and he's got like a nose piercing. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not
I follow
sure.
him, but I don't know his name. He goes live sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar. Maybe we'll think about it, but I'm gonna answer a couple of these real quick. Crave is probably the worst in the smoke shops. They also started selling 70H too, so they lost the little respect I had for them. I talked to them at Champs Trade Show. That was a fun conversation. Where can we find the digital copy, Jordan? Just send me a message and I'll send you. Whoever wants the book, it's completely free. Just send me a message. And then, hi Jordan, thanks for the 70H withdrawal kit. It really helped me out today. Oh, I'm so glad that it helped you. That took a long time to put that kit together. After working with, thousands of people, it's like I just put all the best working things into one thing. And so people didn't have to like, oh, what should I use? What should I use? Like, so it's all in there for you. But I'm glad. And you and your wife are super nice. So thank you.
For anybody asking the questions about what they can do to get off of 7OH to help with the withdrawals, what majority of my followers are doing is they are buying a lab-tested full spectrum metragenine extract. And they are using that for the first 3, 4, 5 days.
That's a
and then
thing?
they transition onto whole leaf powder. And then they taper from the powder if they're just completely done with it all. But majority, you got to walk backwards to get back to the leaf.
Yeah, that's what I always start people on, a full spectrum extract. I think that's the best way. And I tell people we use it as like a bridge to get from like point A to point B. Don't stay on a bridge forever. I mean, there's some people that do, let me take that back. People with like really bad pain will sometimes stay on an extract, or people with gut issues. But for the majority of people, it's best to get back to the natural leaf. But you can do it with really good quality leaf too. I think it's best to do it like full spectrum extract, then leaf, then decide, am I going to stay on leaf or am I going to stop from there? But the kit we have is at newhopebotanicals.com. It's first product on the website. It's called the 70H Quick Kit. And that is really successful for a lot of people.
Sadie said a bunch of fiends not getting clean or some shit like that. You know what? I take a
course.
shower every day.
uh,
I am clean.
I'm dead.
Yeah, if you take kratom, you're not clean. Prove me wrong. It's like what's wrong with what?
Well, in Texas,
Why don't you
I'm in Texas, and they suck here. They just banned not kratom. They banned 7-OH, pseudo, MGM, Delta 8, THCA, THCP. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? All we have is nicotine now.
Well, I mean, we're waiting any
Smelling
day now
you.
for the 708 scheduling to be announced.
Yeah, I
So-
wish medical marijuana would be illegal here already. I'm sorry. That helps me a lot, you know, and I'm very very cautious with it because of me coming from an addictive family. But, you know, it's just like they have all this synthetic stuff and then they just snatch everything out of people's hands and then they think, oh, we're helping you. No, we're
You know,
not.
just like when
They did that to
K2 and
Tennessee,
Spice
too.
came out, you know, I feel like that put the cannabis industry back years.
What?
Yeah.
You know? And same shit with 7OH.
7-0
it's
is not
gotta be
going to be
scheduled,
scheduled.
Jordan.
Get
It's
out
gotta
of
be
here.
scheduled.
I know that I have a friend that
Yeah.
works at a gas station near my house, and I told her she was wanting to know about the SR17, and I could never get a hold of her after I stopped using it. And I went in there recently, and she was like, "Oh yeah, since 7OH was banned, I found this other stuff in the vape shop, and it was a chewable tablet just like it." And she had bought it, and then there was like these strong ass kratom shots that were like 7OH potency.
Yeah, 7OH will be scheduled. It's not scheduled as of yet. They announced it last month, I think July 5th, and August 5th was the first. August 6th was the first day that they could officially announce it, that it would be scheduled. But it's 100% going to be scheduled. Could be tomorrow, could be a week from now, could be 2 weeks from now. So as of right now, 7-hydroxy is still legal at the federal level, but it will be Schedule 1 as soon as they say.
Yeah, here in Texas, they ain't promoting that shit anywhere. That you can't get it anywhere around here.
So I actually just saw Philly's bring up the fact that they're calling stuff cat's claw now. We give out herbal cards with our orders, and the the herb that is for, coincidentally, it's cat's claw, which is an anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, anti-mutagenic, and an antioxidant. And I swear to God, if these people get regular cat's claw ban, I'm gonna flip my shit.
I know you are. There needs to be a Cat's Claw Association now.
Yeah,
Guys.
they can take beautiful things and just run it into the ground, all because of greed. You know, taking a plant that literally grows in the Amazon freaking rainforest that people have been using for like mild, you know, like symptoms of like just general wellness, and then just completely just shit on it, you know, and put freaking.
Yeah,
It's
Mike,
crazy,
it said-
man. People are sick.
It said a lot of these ordinances are lumping it with nitrous. That's probably one of the more infuriating things, when they lump it together with something completely nefarious and ridiculous that has nothing to. It makes me cringe.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you might hear some booming in the background.
What the heck, Steven?
I'm a recovered fiend, thank you.
Me too.
We're intrigued.
What is that
Steven.
meaning?
About.
Steven,
You
I'm
win.
gonna invite him up. Come up, dude.
I'm over here trying to figure out how to block him.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
it's fine.
And then- and then
I would
this
love to
dude
talk
up
to
in here is
Steven.
trying to invite him
Oh,
on the live.
I'm so gun shy at this point. I'm just like, nah, I'll just block him.
I'm gonna talk my
Oh.
shit and then be like, "Oh, hey, Steven, how are you?"
Oh, it's cool. I'll take care
I'm
of it.
just
Don't
playing.
worry.
I promise.
But people like Steven are always, I don't know, they're just like,
They're
you know, probably
misinformed. I feel like.
Well, no, it's like he's mad that his mom didn't bring up his lasagna from last night, and he's just mad because he's just LARPing at home. And
No, it's one of
There's
those.
all-
Or commandos.
yeah, his only girlfriend is Pamela Henderson. That's the only girl that will touch him. So
The basement
You know.
dwellers are getting angry.
okay, I'm ready, Steven.
Is he coming?
I'm ready whenever you are. Okay, come on, buddy. LARP your way up here.
Come on, Steven, we won't bite.
Exactly.
He's gone and blocked.
Lies.
Nelson.
Lies. Y'all are gonna
Oh,
find
he
Mel,
left.
block him.
Oh, he
Mel, did
left.
you block him or he left?
I bet he left.
Oh, he's blocked now. Come on, guys. Come
Wait,
on.
here's
block
Steven.
him.
Here's another Steven. Is that the
I didn't
same
block him.
Steven?
That's the same guy.
Let's go. Okay,
Come on,
Pamela.
Steven.
All right, let's go.
get up here.
Where is he? Why isn't he requested up? Pamela Henderson. I'm glad someone got the joke. Thank God.
I don't get the joke. I just.
didn't get it
What
at
is
all.
the joke?
Jacking off.
Pamela Henderson, like Pamela Henderson.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not very good at controlling myself sometimes.
It's okay. I get it. The same
He's a
way.
runner. He's a track star. Okay, back to the topic. So, when did you guys first see Cat's Claw come out on the market?
I've
It was
actually
a
never
couple
heard of
months
that.
ago.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
it was a couple months ago.
A couple months ago.
What is that?
It's MGM 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chemical
They-
cocktail.
They took a legitimate herb that actually is great for Lyme treatment, which is abundant in our area, and one of the integral herbs to my partner's livelihood and being able to function, and decided to steal its name and slap it on a synthetic junk.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never got into MGM or pseudo, thankfully. Never took any of that.
That's awesome, Lynn. Did you
sorry.
make the salve or where do you get it?
Yeah,
Like
Caitlin,
us.
we're on a roll today with our live streams.
Yeah. Blake asked if SR helps for opiate withdrawals. I think it does.
Doesn't Dylan have Lyme disease? Jen?
Yes. Yeah, he is chronic Lyme, and he had the co-infections, and he had a traumatic brain injury from it because it got into his brain.
And it's because someone was saying that Cat's Claw is good for Lyme disease.
Correct,
Is that true?
yes.
I
Yes.
don't know anything about it.
It's
really.
one of the herbs. It's one of the herbs he uses along with like Japanese knotweed, cryptolepsis. Sorry, I just had my baby 4 months ago, so I have mom brain. So hard.
It's no problem.
You
But
ain't
yeah,
seen
there's-
nothing
Totally
yet.
understand.
Someone did supposedly pass away in Utah for Cat's Claw, but it was the adulterated Cat's Claw. It was the MGM 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Again, I don't think people are dying regularly from 7-OH because I've literally met people. You know, like I said, I've helped people off of 3,000 milligrams. That's a lot. But to say that it's not possible is denying science.
Yeah.
Anything that can cause respiratory depression can. I don't know what amount. Maybe some people have a lower tolerance than others. You know, but to say it's not possible is very disingenuous. You know, same thing with MGM. Anything. Like
Yeah,
that.
Melly Mel. It was the
Y'all
buzzers
die from-
going.
How
just
would we
saw
die if we
that
don't
too.
take 7-0?
Yeah, I don't do 7-OH.
I don't do
This
7
guy's a wild, bro. Come
That's
on,
ancient
Steven.
history for me.
It's not very nice.
Oh my gosh, mean.
I know people are crazy.
Karen.
Too funny.
All right.
Did he say he
one
hopes we
second.
die from 7-OH?
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's going to come to our house.
Oh, no.
It's going to come to because we're not going to look for it. I'll tell you that.
We're actually, the 7-OH peoples have called us the Kratom Purist, and I actually love that name, so.
Oh, I like that.
I get death threats all the
I stand
time.
with that.
We
Yeah.
only advocate for the leaf, the natural leaf.
Actual Cat's Claw doesn't get you high. They're labeling MGM. Yeah, exactly. It has no
I know for the
psychoactive
longest
effects.
time I was always told that Kratom and 7-OH were the same thing, and I know that they're not now,
Mhm.
but for a while then, that's why I wasn't really thinking about it badly as 7-OH because I genuinely thought it was Kratom for a while.
Mhm.
I was just misinformed just like everybody else was.
Well, that's kind of why we have to
Kristen
do the.
wants to tell her story.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see
Kristen
that.
Braden.
Do you want to? Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Sorry, let me turn my camera on.
Sure. Welcome.
Okay. Hi, thank you. I'm cooking right now, so sorry.
It's okay.
No worries.
But y'all,
You're fine. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. I'm hiding over
No,
here
it's
behind
okay,
my
it's
profile pic.
it's okay. Is there like, can I only look at myself or? Okay, there we go. Got it.
There you
Sorry,
go.
It's my new time to join a live. So I have a lot of questions because so in Texas it's banned now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know
I'm a
if that-
Texas girly too.
Okay, so is it banned in everywhere in Texas?
I don't know. I'm in North
Supposed to
Texas.
be.
I don't know where
It's
you
supposed
are.
to be,
I'm
yeah.
in College Station, and every smoke shop here, it's gone.
Oh yeah, here in
708?
North Texas, it's like you can't get it anywhere either.
Okay,
Are you talking
I
about
think
7OH?
Yeah, 708.
Yeah.
And they also banned all the THC products too.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking
Yeah,
about.
they did in Tennessee as well.
Yeah, like THCA, Delta 9, like pretty much everything.
Made
like
me
it's
mad.
They took in Tennessee. They took all kratom, 7OH, and THC, Delta, whatever, all in the same day.
But if you want to get Delta products, you can still order them online and get them shipped to your house.
I am not a huge weed girly, to be honest. It makes me paranoid.
Yeah.
I don't care for
I
it.
have really bad anxiety, and I'm on clonazepam actually, which is definitely going to help me when I go through withdrawals. But I have like 5 packs of 7OH left, and I'm trying to like wean myself off. But basically, I started 7OH because of my anxiety, and I didn't have a doctor at the time. And I went to a vape shop. I had done regular kratom before and never got withdrawals from it or anything. Maybe I just didn't do it enough, but I really enjoyed it. It made like it helped my pain. I have a lot of back pain, etc. But then I was like, oh, do y'all have anything like that would help my anxiety, like at work? Because I work with people a lot and I have social anxiety. And they're like, yeah, try this new stuff. It's 7OH. And I was like, okay, cool. They didn't give me any warnings about it, nothing. So I bought it and bought it some more because I liked it so much. Well, then I like stopped taking it. And I mean, I was just sick as a dog. Like never felt that sick in my life. Throwing up like every 5 minutes, just the worst. I didn't even want to get out of bed. So that's why right now I'm trying to like wean myself off, but I still think, even though I'm down to about 100 milligrams a day, I think I can go lower, but I'm down to 100 right now. But I'm just terrified for the time when the withdrawals happen. You
You
know,
need to start whole leaf kratom when you feel the
That's what I was
7OH
gonna
withdrawals.
say.
does that
Have you ever tried that? Holy kratom?
I tried the powder when I've had withdrawals before.
Not
And it
not from a
kinda-
smoke shop though. It's not gonna work.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry to interrupt. It's just
No, you're fine.
all this stuff. I just have tons of experience. It's like what I help people do every single day. So, smoke shops are the worst of both worlds. You either get synthetic and semi-synthetic products like pseudoindoxil, 7-hydroxy-MGM15, or such a low-quality powder that is basically glorified dirt. Trying to get off of 7-hydroxy
Yeah.
by using smoke shop quality powders, like trying to break down a wall with a rubber hammer. You know, even with the best quality powder in the world, it's possible, but it's always best to start with the full spectrum extract as like a big step down. And once you get getting off of 7OH is not difficult, but finding the correct dosage for you can vary from person to person. The lady that I helped, I shouldn't say that, the person that I helped off at 3,000 milligrams needed less full spectrum extract per serving than someone only coming off of 100 milligrams. It's different from person to person to person. But I would never waste your time or money trying it on like the smoke shop stuff. Definitely like Jen can help you. Any like good online vendor that I mentioned can help you much more successfully. Or SR17.
Okay. I would love like, you know, whoever's info that you have that could like help me navigate that and how to get it. That would be so great.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan has his quick kit right on his website. He said it's the first product. So newhopebotanicals.com. We have a powder company too, and we're working on a quick kit, but he already has one up, and we're wildcraft.com. But he's
If you
like
do
you said,
wanna
Jordan,
go
it's the
the-
first one, right? Newhopebotanicals.com.
Yeah, just send me a message and I can have my staff send you like a free care
Okay.
package or something.
And if you
Just
want
so
to go
you
the
can get started.
SR17 route, you
I
can
just
send me an
followed
email.
all of you.
Awesome.
So that way, if I have any questions or whatever, because when I first started 7OH, it got so bad that like I was spending about $700 a week.
It's a lot.
And
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Sorry, girl.
yeah.
Don't
If
feel
you
That's
bad.
a
You're
word.
not. I
If
mean,
you
your
do wanna
story
go
is
the-
not. You like we hear it all the time. It's just awful.
Yeah.
It's just so deceptive.
And I think that the reason I've lost like the few jobs that I've had, and I had really good jobs because I've been in the management industry for a really long time, for restaurants and stuff. I got a job offer at a hotel and I was leaving the hotel I was at. I gave my 2 weeks. That was all good. But when I went to the new hotel, I thought I was doing a good job, but then literally a weekend they had a conversation, no warnings, no nothing. They were like, "Hey, this isn't going to work out. Like your appearance is terrible," which I didn't agree with. You show up late. It was 5 minutes. Like
Hold on. Can you
you're
hold on for-
falling
hold on, sweetie?
asleep.
Sorry.
What was that?
You guys remember Brendan Clark's death?
No,
The guy that got caught
remember
speeding with Kratom
Yeah.
in Arkansas?
No,
The
I didn't
medical
know that.
examiner just released that he died from the effects of heroin and cocaine.
Oh.
I knew it.
So the
So
manner
what-
of death was an
yeah.
accident. So all the freaking anti-kratom people that kept going around saying that kratom is what killed him, no,
All the
no, no.
headlines.
I knew that wouldn't be the case because I've taken a lot of kratom in the day, and I'm not like a big girl or anything, but
Yeah, me too. Like I would
I've
take
never
like
gotten
15.
like sick from it or felt anything. Like I just
know what?
didn't.
Well, and this guy's like a young, healthy
Basketball
basketball player.
Oh yeah,
like,
even
you know what I
then,
mean?
yeah.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
Oh,
And so,
yeah.
you know, he got caught, you know, speeding in Arkansas, and kratom is a Schedule 1 drug in Arkansas. And I have
okay.
a feeling that after he got arrested for that he probably Googled kratom in Arkansas and probably saw Marshall Price's story. Marshall Price was sentenced to 10 years in prison for having over 200 grams of kratom, and he was murdered in Greene County Jail, Arkansas, 3 weeks later.
Oh my god.
So after Brandon Clark gets arrested, I don't know why he went to California, but I had a feeling that because he was scared of facing that, he probably just said, "Fuck it, YOLO,"
Yeah.
you know, and went back to using drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And in a couple minutes, I do have to wrap everything up. But is it Kristen? Kristen, right?
Yes, Kristen.
If you could please send me like a message or send Jen, I'll make sure that I help you throughout the entire process.
Jen, the
don't have to.
Wildcraft Jen. I'm
Yeah,
Jen,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then there's Wildcraft
Yeah,
Jen.
There's
You
Wildcraft
can, my
Jen.
messages are open anytime if you have
Like,
any
I
questions.
tried
Yeah,
about
about
it,
her too. I'm gonna send you a DM.
or anybody.
Like Suboxone didn't even work for me. Like so, I've just got to find something, you know.
I am dumb as a rock, but I literally know everything about kratom, and I get people off 7-hydroxy every single day. That stuff I'm an expert in. I can't change a tire, can't fix anything around the house, but I can help people with kratom. That is
Well, you're good at
what
dad
I do.
jokes.
I'm good at data jokes.
Loving your family. And
There you go.
kratom.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, hi.
So cute.
Yeah, Kristen.
How beautiful are you?
Kristen, I know when you had said that you were taking like a lot of kratom in a day. I agree. So like I was doing the same thing, and like I would take up to like 20 capsules in a day, and
Yeah,
it didn't make me
At a
sick.
time,
I didn't feel
sometimes.
bad. Nothing.
Yeah, I
Kratom-
would sometimes take like 20 at a time because
Yeah,
I was
me
feeling
too.
it, and I would get the extracts a lot, and I would literally take like the whole bottle and not feel anything anymore.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I guess I would do that alongside 7OH too.
Yeah, same.
Kratom capsules can be very deceiving though. It looks like you're doing a lot more than you are. For example, like one rounded teaspoon of powder if you're like making a cake or something. That's not a lot, you know, but that's like equivalent of like 10 to 12 capsules. You know, one one rounded tablespoon could be like 20 capsules. It's just, I think we're so used to getting concentrated stuff from the pharmacy that like you're only supposed to take one, even though I took like 50 when you're only supposed to take one. But that's besides the point. But with kratom capsules, they're simply a vessel, so you don't have to taste anything. You know, it's just a ground up leaf. So capsules can be kind of deceiving. Like it looks like you're taking way more than you are. Like 10 capsules at once is a pretty common dose. That would be like 5 grams. So
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, because
You can make actually a very tasty latte if you wanted to, because if you like matcha, you can make something that
I do. Can you mix it with matcha?
you can mix it with matcha. Yep, we do an everyday dose, which is matcha and mushroom blend, and then mix it with kratom and then oat milk and maple syrup or honey.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so good.
And it tastes
Yeah,
really
it does. It sounds good, especially since kratom powder can be nasty tasting.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Yeah, I put it in my smoothies. With,
I would
it's
put
delicious.
With water and just chug it.
It tastes like the bottom of a lawnmower.
And sometimes I just grab a spoon and like put it in my mouth, drink something after, and like just.
You guys are so
Like
hardcore.
dry
I
scooping
cannot
it,
I
kinda
did that a lot. Because I was
cannot do it.
introduced to kratom. I was a server at Red Lobster many years ago, and I was introduced to kratom from a server there. He was like, I was like, "What is that?" And he goes, "Oh, this stuff's great. It'll make you so social. Like you want to talk to everybody." And I was like, "Okay, give me some." And I took it, and I was like,
plate
"Oh
cakes.
my gosh, this is like pain meds." And I was addicted to pain meds at one time, so I think that's why I became kratom addicted. To be honest.
Of 7OH or the natural leaf? Sorry, just making sure. Are we talking about kratom or 7OH?
Kratom and then 7OH because it just made me
Gotcha.
feel like I was on a pain medication, which I used to be addicted to, you know?
Yeah, that was my experience too. I took kratom and then I went over to 7OH.
Yeah.
Did you feel a difference? This is my last question. Then I have to go. Did you feel a difference in your life when you were just doing the natural leaf versus 7OH? Like, was there
yeah.
like how so?
I feel like because I started using the 7OH more, like when I'd run out, I'd call in sick a lot, and then I'd have to go to the ER to get a doctor's note. And before I got my clonazepam prescription again, it was just like the stomach. I don't know if y'all have been through withdrawals yet with 7OH, but my stomach would like do this thing where it's like convulsing.
Oh, goodness.
And nothing would get rid of it, especially if you didn't have any anxiety pills. And it was the worst. That was like the worst part of the withdrawal for me.
My goodness.
When you say you were addicted to kratom, were you just dependent on it, or were you like actually? Was it like
Did you feel like your
affecting
life was-
Every day. I would take it every day, but I don't think it didn't affect like my work or anything like 7OH.
Right. Were you taking like massive quantities?
Well, I was probably taking between like 500 milligrams a day to maybe 700 milligrams a day.
7OH.
But I will say what really got me like that messed me up at the job were the nanotechs. And I know they're still keeping those around.
Oh, you mean like kratom extract?
But it's the pills and they're like called nanotechs or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Those are MGM,
I would be
actually.
literally just standing like in my kitchen, like dozing off. And I'd only taken one.
Okay.
My goodness.
That is what really like got me fired from that hotel because they were like, you were falling asleep at meetings. And I think I was just trying to keep my eyes open because I had took a half of nanotech. So those are bad too, honestly. And you get withdrawals from those as well.
Did you see when Dr. McCurdy did a press conference on those? Like it was like the nanotechs, and there was other
I did not.
products that he retested where they came back for pseudo and MGM15.
Really?
Like that's the
I
thing
did
too.
not see that.
There's back in the day. Like I wish I remember the days when you can go into a smoke shop and you can purchase a kratom extract, and it was just a kratom extract. Nowadays, even if it says kratom extract, like there's a 90% chance, unless it's like a legendary brand like OPMS or MIT 45, I wouldn't trust anything from like Calma. What's the other ones? Limitless, 7O, like anything coming from that line of stuff. Don't trust
yeah,
it.
I've had the Limitless 7OH.
Yeah, they're They're
Because it's
crazy.
Like it's almost to
so
the point
cheap.
like just don't buy anything from a smoke shop unless you literally are going there to buy tobacco or vaping products. That's
Gotcha.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
To be fair,
like, all this
our-
stuff
we did
online.
get into a couple smoke shops, but for the most part, most 11 smoke shops are not great.
True.
no,
We
I-
are in some. There's a difference between smoke shop quality kratom and an online vendor being sold in a smoke shop. Like there's
Well,
we're in some smoke shops, you know.
I'm glad I met you because I would not have known that, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
I,
it's,
Well,
like,
it's
I
not-
think it's like a lot of the smoke shop brands not only have they're like in big bulk containers that kind of hang around for a while, but then they go to like the manufacturing place here in the States and they sit around for a while, and they go to smoke shops and sit around for a
Yeah.
while. I think it's just but their testing and stuff is probably okay.
Well, some of the testing is very misleading because they'll put a MIT percentage like 1.1% on millions of bottles. And when you actually do a test, like the MIT can change from scoop to scoop. So there should be varieties. If every single one was tested like it should be, like one bottle would say 1.4%, the other one would say like 1.1, 1.3. Like that's one of the things about the big smoke shop brands. I feel like they're importing massive amounts and then running like one lab test to represent like hundreds of thousands of kilos. And that's like testing one pebble out of Mount Everest, type of thing.
Michigan didn't hasn't passed any bans, so I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
So
Also,
what-
too,
what
I do
states
have.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. No, you go.
What states have not banned it yet, or are they not ever going to ban it, or is it just like a matter of time?
oh, it's there. It's going to be banned federally
Okay.
in literally any. They already, announced their, Oh, come on! I just drew a complete blank. Their intent.
Like it's a
notice.
Schedule 1 drug or something.
Right. And my brain went bloop.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
but yeah, should be any time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
right now, like in Texas, is it actually banned, or are they just doing
Well, in
it?
Texas is
Okay.
Texas. Like if you're in a state where it's already banned, yeah.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
I mean, federally, it'll be banned everywhere any day now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but state to state for like the natural leaf itself will, I think, always be an issue. I think once the scheduling actually goes into effect, it's going to be a little bit easier for states to reverse if they did ban natural leaf. But before I go, I do have to wrap things up. But I saw some people in the comments saying like, oh, we're not saying that natural kratom can cause dependency. It can cause dependency. And I think we've said that like 100 times on this live. It's just, but there's a difference between addiction and dependency. There's a reason when the World Health Organization studied kratom extensively, they said it did not meet the criteria. It doesn't, for scheduling, doesn't mean that it can't cause dependency in some people. But again, there is a massive difference between, people, when their lives are out of control. Like the majority of kratom users, they actually get their lives back. And I think that's so important. I think when I interviewed Dr. Jack Henningfield, one of the most amazing things he's ever said, I've gone around the world, I've interviewed FDA, DEA, everything kratom related, I've pretty much been able to do. And one thing stuck with me. He goes, the majority of people who use illicit substances do so to escape life. The majority of kratom users say they got their life back. And I think that's a great way to end this live. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off like so soon, but I can hear my kids absolutely going crazy over there. So I feel like they're like fighting.
Bye, everybody.